So many guys today kind of are in the fog when it comes to realizing, am I wasting my time or should I just charge it to the game? And what I want to talk to you about is part of your mental cult in your mind and your mentality of an individual that worships and values his time. And in worshiping and valuing your time, you're not going to waste your time. But this is going to be a very crucial conversation that we're having, because it's not about saying, you know what, she's wasting my time. The thing that most people don't know, and this is going to really sting, is, am I the reason why she's wasting my time? And this is something that we're going to talk about today. So, as I was learning the game at a young age, I had to realize the value and worth of not the woman, but the value and worth of who I am to myself. And learning who I am meant that at the end of the day, I had to create time. And meaning that any time that I take away from myself and give to somebody else will not be wasted words, wasted actions, or anything like that. I am not going to waste time. Where a lot of young men go wrong is that they will talk to a woman, and then because she's not moving the way they want her to move, then they'll get angry and say oh, the B is wasting my time. She's wasting my time. She's wasting my time. But that's not the case. And I think most people don't understand that that's not the case. Out of all of this, at the end of the day, what all this is about is, what are you doing to move her to where you want to go, to see if there's even interest? Because if you don't know there's interest, then you're already wasting time. Gentlemen, I always and I wholeheartedly believe action will always equal truth. So in order for me to get to the truth, I must force the action of figuring out if she's down. And how do I do that from the beginning? By introducing myself, letting her know I want to take her out, letting her know that, not even letting her know, or really just giving her my number, and then moving forward. That's step one. And then when we're on the phone, or we're talking or texting, I always like to do ask and tasks, light things, such as, send me a photo. Let me see you right now. Because if a woman is actually interested in me, they'll send me a photo, or, let's move this, here's my IG. Give me a holler. Let's talk on the back end. I'm always going to force an action, because a forcible action will not only teach you a truth, but a forcible action will show you if the woman is wasting your time. But what is very important, a lot of us are time wasters. And what do I mean by time wasters? What a lot of us will do, and we don't realize we're doing it, is that we are the reason why women waste time, because we're beating around the bush. We're asking boring questions. We're not trying to push things. And I'm fine with it. Even if I were to set up a date and she's like, well, I don't know you well enough to go on a date. Well, that's cool. Let's get to know each other. As long as we're going towards that action, then I'm cool with it. But do you see what I'm saying? I'm not wasting time. I'm just letting her know what's on my mind and where we're going to go. But you can't say a woman is actually wasting your time if you don't put her in a situation to see if she's wasting your time. So instead of hoping, wondering, or taking her words as interest, we can't do that. That is the cause of a lot of pain for a lot of you guys. Taking a woman's word. Don't take her word. Take her action. I don't care. Gentlemen, this is some game right here, man. I tell you, always put her in action. If you're thinking about me, show me how much you're thinking about me by sending me a voice message. If you're thinking about me, send me a video. If you're thinking about me, take a photo for me. If the woman is saying how she feels, what she thinks, or what's on her mind, without forcing the action, you're going to start wasting time, because then you're training the woman to say, well, I can just do the bare minimum. All I have to do is just reach out to him and he will accept my crumbs. And we're not crumb snatchers. We're not crumb snatchers. So I'm not going to accept her crumbs. What I am going to do, I am going to force the action. If a woman is saying to you, hello, if she's asking you, what are you up to? Well, I'm going to force the action. I'll let you know what I'm up to once you do what? Send me the photo. Well, I'll let you know what I'm up to once we go and set this date up Friday or Saturday. Then that way, gentlemen, you can never, ever get mad, angry, or confused about a woman that is either interested in you or not. Well, a woman that's not interested, you can't get confused. A woman that's not interested in you. But what I'm saying to you guys out here, this is why we want to make sure everything we do is that we force the action. I always want to force the action. It is one of the most vital and crucial things you can do in the game. Because if you don't force the action, you're just going to get stuck in limbo. But the reason guys get stuck in limbo is because the action they're trying to force is hope. They're not moving the woman towards a destination of an action. So what I'm saying is if we're trying to have sex with a woman, we're trying to date a woman, or we're trying to do something with a woman, we have to look at the step processes in which we're moving her to then get a better idea and a better interpretation of what we are to each other. Sometimes you can't just go from the 1 to the 10. Sometimes you can go to the 1 to the 5 and then the 5 to the 10, but sometimes there's going to be space in the middle. But in order for us to get a clear understanding, we have got to force the action. And as long as you force an action, and that is a task or an ask, is something light. Gentlemen, the game is this simple. When a woman is into you, when she likes you, wants to fuck with you, all this other stuff, what she's going to do, she's going to show you. You can ask the simplest things and they will be happy to do it. Now, if a woman, if you're asking for a photo and she's giving you a little bit of pushback, then you know where it's at. You know either two things. Two things. Either she's not interested in me, or I'm not being assertive and dominant enough to make her make the move, gentlemen. A woman is only going to move off of how you move yourself. So if you are not being assertive and you are not being dominated, excuse me, I'm about to get hit by a car. If you're not showing any dominating characteristics, what they're going to recognize is that you're not the guy, and they can just sit around and waste their time. And I don't want you guys to ever get yourselves in a position where you're wasting your time. I want you guys to actually know what it is you want to do, why you want to do it, and knock those things out. And if you can knock those things out, remember, either one or two things. She's not really interested. There's a little bit of interest. She's not really interested. Or you're not being dominated enough to move her. You've got to show her that I'm not them. because I'm showing you, I want you to be a part of my world. So if you want her to be a part of your world, then you have to move like it is actually your world. So the next time you think about, is she wasting my time? She bullshitting and all this other stuff. Ask yourself the question, am I moving her from point A to point B or 1 to 2? Where am I moving? Am I moving her anywhere? Am I just talking to her to talk? Or am I forcing an action that is going to tell me the truth? And when you guys can start doing that, then it's not going to be about wasted time. Because then you'll start training and creating your new reality by saying that I'm not going to waste my time. So in order for me to see if she's down or not, I'm going to force an action. But sometimes, gentlemen, some women are just not going to turn around and like you right off the bat. They're going to have to figure you out. And this is where a lot of guys go wrong. So if she's trying to figure you out and you don't know what to say and you don't know what to do, you're not going to be able to force the action. So before you say to yourself, am I wasting my time, or is she a time waster and all this other stuff? We have to be honest with ourselves, and we got to ask ourselves, am I putting her in a situation where she can show me who she actually is? Because I just want to uncover who she is. I don't want to force that out, but I want to force her to show me her truth without showing me her truth. When they are down, they're going to give you action. When you tell them to do something, they're going to do it. If you're going on a date, last thing, if you're going on a date and everything works out and you're going on a date and you force the action, and always do this, before you go on that date with her, force this action. If you do this and she does not comply, do not go on the date. Don't. If everything has got to the point you're on a date, I want you to tell her what color you want her to wear. Now for me, I love black, because I love how black it just looks so good off the skin. I just love the contrast of black on the skin. That's the thing I would always say. But if I say to you, I want you to wear something in black on our date, and you don't say yes, you do everything but say yes, there's no date. I'll tell you why real quick. Because if a woman is interested in you, she's going to want to please you. Not sexually, but I'm saying that when she's interested in you, she's going to do everything she can to be pleasing to your eyes, meaning that she's going to follow the instructions. And if she doesn't follow the instructions, gentlemen, then guess what? She is not interested in you. That's it. It's that clear. This is not hard. It is very, very easy and simple to understand. But what is very important is that you must know at the end of the day that when I'm reaching out and I'm talking to the woman and everything's going fine and we're going on this date, that's cool. Now we got to get to the point. This is the color outfit I want you to wear. And if she gives you any kind of pushback, cancel the date, end it, dead it. Because I'm not wasting my time, because that's going to tell you. So don't get excited because she wants to date you. Test how deep she's involved in the date versus just going out and just getting something to eat.